And next up on my Steam library, I'm playing Smashing the Battle. Smashing the Battle is an action hack and slash game. It's got a sort of sexy anime girl's art style, and the character you play is a typical sort of sexy anime girl character. Huge boobs, very little clothing, and all the girls in the game are like that as well. And so that's the kind of style it is. Very tongue-in-cheek, very funny, and not taken to be taken seriously at all. So yes, it's a hack and slash, action hack and slash. It's got quite simple fight mechanics. It's simply like a attack, dodge, and then special abilities. There's only one type of attack, just one hit, one kind of attack that you do, and then there's a dodge. Although if you do an attack straight after a dodge, it does a like a wider area sort of attack. So, but it's only one attack button that you press. You just press it after a dodge, and it does a different kind of attack. But there's no like combos or light attack, heavy attack, or anything like that. So it's attack, dodge, and then special abilities, and there are like sort of 3-4 special abilities that you can do that have a cost to them, a resource and a cooldown associated with them, so you can't just spam them all the time. You play through it sort of stage by stage, and at the end of each stage you get a star rating, and you can sort of replay that stage again if you want to get a higher star rating. As you go through the stages, you collect coins, and coins can be used to buy upgrades to your battle suit. It's hit points, it's attack power, and various different modifiers to the special abilities to make them more effective. So you can replay each stage both to try and get a higher star rating and to try and collect more coins if you want to grind up some coins to get some upgrades to your suit. There are 30 stages in all, and there are challenge maps in addition to the 30 stages of the story maps. Your enemies throughout the game are robots, and at the end of each sort of stage there will be a boss robot to kill to complete the stage. So the character you play is called Sarah. She is like an engineer in this building. This building has been hacked by mysterious persons unknown at the beginning, and she has been equipped with a battle suit, which basically is like a little bit of armor and a great big spanner, and she has to proceed through the stages, levels of the building, smashing these robots with her big spanner to get to the end. So basically all the maps are just like square rooms that are connected by a little corridor, and each of the room is your battle arena where the battle will take place to fight against like a wave of enemy robots. And once you've killed all the robots, then you'll be able to move on to the next one until you get to the last room in the stage, where there'll be, as well as the enemy normal robots, there'll be the boss robot. As you progress along, there are like little cases to smash, and they can drop like coins or health power-ups, skill point power-ups, and speed and other stuff. That's sort of power-ups in these cases. So you want to smash them when you see them, try and pick up things to help you heal up and get yourself a bit more powerful. It's mostly fairly easy with a few difficulty spikes. It's like the combat isn't that challenging, so as long as you can't just go in and like mash attack, because you will end up dying. So as long as you time your dodges and try and avoid damage when you see it coming, and most of the robot attacks are fairly well telegraphed, and you can dodge them quite easily. Indeed, the dodging mechanic is how you replenish skill points. Every time you do like a successful dodge of an attack that was just about to hit you, that replenishes your skill points, and it's your skill points you have to use for your special abilities. So it definitely makes sense to dodge the enemy attacks when you can, both to avoid the damage and to replenish your skill points. But yeah, it's mostly fairly straightforward, but there are a couple of difficulty spikes where you might have to replay a stage, a boss fight several times before you get the hang of it, before you beat it, or you might even have to sort of go back to the previous stage to run through that a couple of times just to get some coins to be able to buy an upgrade to your hit points or an upgrade to your damage, so that you can go through the next stage a bit easier. Once you finish the first 30 story missions, you unlock a second character to play through, and that second character is another girl in a battle suit called Mary, and she goes through the same sort of thing but from a different perspective. So you get a sort of different angle on the story from her perspective as you play through 30 stages with her as well. I played it with my Steam controller. I'd definitely say play it with a controller. It is playable with keyboard, but it'd be pretty fiddly with a keyboard, I think. Definitely play this with a controller. So Steam controller, Xbox controller, whatever you have. So in all, I found it like a good, silly, simple, fun game. Good, like, yeah, just a simple, fun, tongue-in-cheek hack and slash game. It's a bit samey. Like the enemies, there are different types of robot enemies, but you're generally doing the same thing. You're rolling in and hacking, bashing up robots, but it's fairly satisfying. It's you know, it's good fun, and the occasionally frustrating part, like hard fight. You know, like I said, there are a couple of difficulty spikes, but it is just a matter of getting the hang of it or getting some upgrades. The worst ones I found were there's a few stages where you're on a time limit, and those were a little bit frustrating. If you, well, to start with, I couldn't do them anywhere near, like by the time I got to the boss fight, I only had like 30 seconds left, and that wasn't enough. So I just wasn't killing the enemies fast enough, so had to just go through the previous stages a few more times, buy like damage upgrades to my special ability and my normal ability, normal attack, and so I could start killing them a bit faster. But there's definitely tactics you can use to sort of group enemies up and kill a bunch of them in one go, and that is certainly what you're supposed to do. And when you do that, you do get through it a hell of a lot quicker. So it's kind of trying to make you play like that instead of just trying to go through and kill one enemy at a time. But I like the art style and I like the combat, and overall I like the game. I thought it was just a good bit of fun. Its full price is $8.99. That's not too bad, but depends how much you're into these kind of games. I played for 6 hours in total. I did get it on I got it on a sale for I can't remember how much off, but it wasn't $8.99. But I played for 6 hours, and that's just doing the first 30 missions with the first character, and like a few missions with the second character just to see what she was like. So I didn't go, that's by no means all of it, so 6 hours for just the first 30 missions. I didn't replay that much, and I only did a few of the challenge modes. I think there's like 80 challenge modes maps as well, which you can again do with both characters, I believe. So there's quite a lot to do if you like sort of replaying, if you like these hack and slash games where you replay each stage and you want to get like the highest star rating on each stage. Yeah, you want to get through it, you know, perfectly, and if you're that kind of player that likes that and wants to go through, that doesn't mind repeating these kind of fights over and over again to just sort of get the perfect rating and strive for the top score, then definitely it's probably worth $8.99 to you. But if you just want to sort of bash through the story missions with maybe just the first character, then you probably want to wait until you see it for like 50% off or so, because if you do just play the first character and just the first 30 story missions, then probably $8.99 is a little too much. So that's Smashing the Battle. Thanks for watching.